quick. You're gonna beat me to my testing message. Funny enough, I wasn't planning to send a testing message until after I sent my links. So how are you doing today? How's the audio? Oh wait, yes. You won't hear my audio while it's on the opening screen. I have it set to a different audio. A very similar audio, but different. Okay. You should be able to hear me though, I imagine. Sorry, just writing the link up. Here we go. Okay. Wrong one. Bug one out. That's probably how you got here, I guess. Or YouTube told. That's a good question. Did YouTube tell you I was streaming, or did my Discord tell you I was streaming? I don't actually know, and I'm curious. I don't even know if my chalkboard's working, so I haven't checked yet. Alright, that'll be enough of that. Oh, hey, Spider-Man! Or Superhero 60. What am I saying, Spider-Man? Oh, my chalkboard is working. Alright. Alright, I guess I should start. Ooh, gotta get this up. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. Gotta get this up. About right here. Now I gotta get you guys. Right there. Doing better than earlier today, and audio is a bit low, but probably due to the volume being down. Okay, well now that I switched over, how's the audio? Am I coming in loud and clear? Got the YouTube notification and joined immediately. Okay, it was YouTube. Go YouTube. So the thing is, I want my voice to be loud and audible. But since this is the only background music I own, and I don't know where to find free background music, and I don't want to get copyrighted on, me writing a story, I want the background music to be kind of low, because we're going to be listening to it for a while, so I don't want it to be annoying. If it gets annoying, let me know. I'll, turn it lower. I just want, a low hum behind us. Okay, so Superhero 60, I think you already remember, but for those... Or wait, was Olivia here yesterday? I can't remember. Well, not yesterday. Meant for it to be yesterday. Friday. There you go, words. I'm writing a book for Nanowrimo. My current title, as you can see in front of you, The Heart of the Chirothorpe, which is a bat monster in my world. My punning things are horrible. We are currently at word count. We are at 3,034 words. Our goal is 50,000. Obviously, we're not reaching that today. Considering I missed the past 2 days, which I didn't mean to do, our goal for today is going to be, I don't know, 6,000, maybe 6,000. See if we can get 6,000. And I don't want to recap it every day too much, but I guess it's fine to recap it. I don't want to spend too long on the recap though. Basic idea. Oh, you know what? 1 second. Let's oh, yeah, oh no. There you go. Let's move that so a little bit up. We can see the word count. Isn't it beautiful? There we go. Pop that up too. But yeah, so basically, and I'm gonna be playing games too. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a game today because I'm a little tired and I got a late start. But I'm streaming book writing tomorrow, and I'm definitely streaming a game tomorrow. I don't know what game yet. I still gotta do some work on that, but yes. Okay, so general outline of the story so far. We have notes. We are following a character, Erika Mori. She is a 15-year-old girl that is 16 is the age of a My mic died on me. I think you should be able to hear me again. But yeah, she's 15, turning 16 in her world, and that's the age of adulthood. She wants to join the Adventurers Guild, something her parents are firmly against because she had a traumatic backstory. She was kidnapped by a bat monster when she was younger, and her way of working through that trauma is she wants to become a hero, pretty much. So yeah. Also, on my Discord, which there should be a link, down in the doobly-doo, I am posting the entire story in its full. So if you want to read what I have written right here, everything that is on this document is on my Discord, and it will be there as soon as we're done today too. So, if you liked where the story's going and you want to read it in its entirety, it will share it with whoever you want. This story is essentially self-published from the moment it was released. So, yeah. No. Get back. Trying to point. No, not that much. Okay. Maybe. I'm blocking like a little bit. Okay. The word counter is blocking a couple. Oh, no, it's no longer blocking words. Okay, good. Are we good? Yeah, I'd say that's good. Oh, wait. It could be a little better, though. Okay, come on. Nope, not you. Nope, not you. There we go. Perfect. Okay, sorry. I'm a perfectionist. You should know this by now. Alright, so that's our story. And let's get to... Oh, forgot to post Twitter. I'm a bad girl. Gotta... Post my Twitter link. I'm just all scatterbrained today. Alright. Don't need that anymore. Alright, we're good. So yeah. Where did we leave off yesterday? So we left off yesterday with our girl here. She saved a little boy from a Servanthrope, which is basically like a giant deer. So Thrope will be in the naming scheme of most of my monsters. So yeah, so she saved a little boy from a Servanthrope. She wanted to fight it, but she didn't because she's not an adventurer yet, and she didn't want to risk the boy getting caught up in the fight. So she did the smart thing. So now, what I wanted to do is I wanted her to reflect on that, because she did the smart thing, but her parents are going to be mad at her, because, like, well, not mad maybe, but like, I feel like her parents would be concerned because like, girl, you saved a kid, which is great. Which is great. Like, we love that you did that, but we hate that you're putting yourself in a position where you were standing between you know, 1,000-pound monster and a little boy. Like, let someone else do that. That's their perspective. So we're doing a scene break here, so I don't know, let's start later that night, let's say. So yeah, later, let's go with later that night. Later that night. Made it home by about sunset. Both mother and father were waiting for me outside. They didn't look too happy. I'm guessing it would be too much to ask that they hadn't learned about my adventure just yet. So her father's like the mayor of this town, so yes, he definitely knows. My viewers went down. You guys still here? I'm always trying to be interactive, asking you guys if you're here. All right, so, but yeah, he's the mayor, so he definitely knows. Erica, why? Father asked. Yep. Oh wait, I don't need parentheses there. Yep, he knows. It was a spur of the moment. No, spur of the moment type thing. I didn't go to the forest looking for the deer or for the servant girl. Honey, go back. It, mother said. Why were you? Oh. I accidentally triggered my angry face. Why were you even in the forest to begin with? Why are you in the forest to begin with? Your tutors have been waiting. I don't know. I gotta ask, is it boring that I'm just like reading aloud what I'm saying? Or I don't think, well, I guess capitalize them. Father, my father. Is it boring that I'm just reading this aloud for the most part? Because like I want to explain my choices. I want to like try to give insight on if you wanted to write things yourself or what goes into storytelling. But you know, it's kind of, it'd be hard for me to talk about a sentence I'm not while I'm writing a sentence about something other than what I'm writing when I'm literally writing the words. So I hope that didn't come off as boring. I want feedback. If it's boring, let me know. It's not boring. Okay, I'm gonna take that as a not boring. So, so yeah, and the basic conflict here is pretty simple, as I already described. The parents are disapproving. They're trying in their own sort of passive-aggressive way to steer their daughter, and that's just pushing her away. So, oh, that's a great idea. You know, we should make that a note for later. Notes for later. Fold it. Folding it makes it easier to find. Where's my fold? Oh, yeah, sure. But since her parents don't approve in the beginning, we should have a moment near the middle or end where they begin to approve. Ooh, yeah. So it's one of those things. It probably sounds like duh, which I think it is, but I didn't think about it before, and I don't want to forget. So that's why I have a note page. So yeah. So yeah, they question her about the tutors. Jeez. He said, I don't need any more lessons. Like, I'm sure he said I said. I'm not going to see the tutor anymore. Okay? I'll have Dad go next. Erica. Oh, ah. 0 is my cue for Andy. Erica, father shouted. Erica, father shouted. You are not an adult yet. You have her interrupt. Like, I'm not taking this shit, Dad. You really want to go there when it's just, what is it, 6 more days? 6 more days? I think it's 6 more days. Like, I am one of the better forest navigators in this area. I'd be 17 before they found me, let alone an adult. Like, yeah, she's not. Nope. Navigator. Oh wait, navigators. No, stop being angry. Navigator. Oh yeah. Yeah, Dad, bad Dad. Don't try to pull the, like, you live under my roof, Dad. She's planning to leave. Oh. Okay. Mother, father stood silently after that. Oh. Let's see. Maybe we'll have. No, wait. No, we'll switch narration. So, mother and father stood silently after that. We all went to the dining area and dinner area, dining area, and sat down for dinner. It was a simple roast stew, but mother apparently made toka pudding for dessert. So that's a otherworldly fruit that they that Theodore, the character from the other book, the one that she idolizes, he created, and he taught the mother. So the mother's just still trying to, like, play up that once you're an adventurer, you can't have sweets like this. Very, very passive aggressive. Bad. But mother apparently made toka pudding for dessert. It was a simple stew roast, but mother apparently made. Okay, so I could already feel her waiting to bring up how you can't make this wonderful treat on the road. I sighed at their desperate attempts to dissuade me. Persuade me. There we go. I'm a bad speller. But yeah. Oh, ah. The, the whole night would be awkward. Whole night would be awkward. So far, it's a pretty great story. Thanks. Well, we haven't even really got to the story yet. This is like the pre-story. You know, this is the setup because, you know, the story, the real story is, at least to me, is once she gets out on the road. But you're, well, I know, I guess you're kind of correct because, like, her, if I just started with her on the road, then I feel like it would be more boring. See, there's different theories here. Some people love the idea of page one, throw people into the fucking lion's den because you think that's how you'll get them invested. But I'm of the reverse belief. I want to know who's being thrown into the lion den. So that's why my approach is always softer. Like, let's start with them in the zoo. Let's start with what they like, what they don't like. You know, make you love them, then throw them in the lion pit. At least that's my thought process. But okay. The whole night be awkward if awkward if wait. Awkward. There we go. There's the W. The whole night be awkward if no one spoke. So I decided to speak up first. I'm guessing the soldiers told you about the sermon throat. I asked Dad. Yes. Yes, he said. Let's see, how should you phrase it? You do understand that those are creatures even a highly trained adventurer doesn't go after alone. Right? I didn't go after it. I didn't go after it. Shouted. I was saving a boy. Did the soldier tell you that? So you have father. He did. He did. Father said, did I say dad earlier? Oh no. Yeah. She says father. This is another interesting point that a lot of people might miss. But you know, you gotta keep the word she uses internally consistent. Like every time she's addressing her dad, I have her say father. I want to keep it that way because that's her voice. You know, she's in like a noble-ish setting. She's not a noble, but her dad is in a position of power, so she's taught to treat him with that sense of respect. Even if she's still defying him, she's gonna defy him with that more respectful term, father. He did, father, and I'm glad I caught that. That would have annoyed me. I asked father. He did, father said. I'm thankful everything worked out this time. Did you have to add this time? Do you have so little faith in me? I asked. It's not that, Mother said. Just, we are talking about monsters. Who in the right world would want their child to have to face those dangers more than they have to? I drank the rest of my soup and got up to leave. This is getting us nowhere. Yep. Nowhere, all one word there. Blast! I lost a word. See, Mother will be like, now I'll have the mother lay it on. But, sweetie, the Toka pudding, she said, grabbing a cup. Oh, comma. I'll have to get used to no dessert once I'm on the road, right? Might as well start early, I said. See, more narration. I hated to put my mother on the spot like that, but it had to be done. I didn't want every meal for the next 6 days to be her passively aggressively trying to coax me to change my life goals. I just wish they could understand me. Yeah, they think only from their perspective, afraid to lose me. I understand, but what about that boy's perspective? He could have died today. What about his parents' perspective? Why is it only theirs that they give any credence to? I don't wanna fall. I love it. Let's leave it right there. Trail off. I can't think of a good way to close that line. You know, sometimes the ambiguity helps. Less is more. You know, you get that she's in that conflict. She wants her parents to understand. All right. So let's see. One in my. Let's see. What should she grab? Oh, I know. She should grab her little clicker. So she's learned to survey, and one of her hobbies was measuring things. So she has a little clicker wheel. Basically, when it spins, it'll make her click for one full resolution. She likes to rub it when she's feeling anxious. Once in my room, I sat down on my bed and grabbed my clicker wheel. It was a wooden wheel that could fit in my palm, and it measured about, say, your palm, probably about 4 inches, maybe 4 or 5 inches. About it measured 4 inches for each. It measured 4 inches in circumference. No, go with measured 1 inch in diameter. That'd make it about what, 3.14 inches in circumference. Similar. Measured 1 inch in diameter and had a little pin that would click every time it did a full rotation. I rolled it in my palm and closed my eyes as I could hear the sounds of the clicks. There we go. Let me reread that. Once in my room, I sat down on my bed and grabbed my clicker wheel. It was a wooden wheel that could fit in the palm of my hand. Could fit in the palm, could fit in the palm of my hand. Palm of my hand. I know it's redundant, but it just sounds better. In the palm of my hand. And it measured 1 inch in diameter, and it had a little pin that would click every time it did a full rotation. I rolled it in my palm, and I rolled it in my hands. As I closed my eyes, and closed my eyes as I listen. Let's just listen. As I listened to sound of the clicks. There we go. Wow, I kind of botched that one up. I try to avoid, as a general rule, I try to avoid editing during Nano, but that one I don't know, I felt it, so I had to clean up a little bit. Theo climbed up onto the bed and nestled against my chest. How you doing, buddy? I asked. Ooh, we'll have theater. Or how are you doing, buddy? I asked. We'll have Theo be the voice of reason. See. Oh, good, he said. So they are not wrong. It was dangerous. You went without me. I made a judgment call, I said. Made a judgment call, I said. But are you sure it was the right one? He asked. What's with everyone? No, it's with everyone. You'd rather I let him die? With everyone. You'd rather I let him die? I shouted. Funny enough, since when I spoke to Theo, others said they only heard weird hissing noises. So if my parents were eavesdropping, I could only imagine what my screaming sounded like in a hissing or hissing voice. A hissing sound? I don't know. Oh, I didn't say that, but it's not as simple as just whether you wish yourself or wish another. You want to dedicate yourself to helping others. It's admirable, but you need to be more careful. If you die now, think not just of how your parents will mourn you, think of all the ones you haven't saved yet. You know you can't save them all. There we go. A little bit of like, the practicalness, like something that might actually get through to her. I clicked my wheel faster, trying using the sound to try and calm myself. I didn't fight. I didn't. You considered it. You can lie to me. You can lie to yourself. You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. Theo said his little pedipalps. How do you spell pedipalps? If you don't know what that is, it's like spider hands. Let's see. Pedipalps. Let's do a picture. Yeah, so these things right here, right in the front, those are right there, the pedipalps. Like, they're like the little spider hands, like right there, the pedipalps. Pedipalps. Copy? Copy. His little pedipalps. His little pedipalps wiggling as he said it. I creep some people out, but I think they're cute. Wiggle? Oh, his little pedipalps wiggled as he said it. Theo said his little pedipalps wiggling all the while. His little pedipalps wiggling. Hey, fine, wiggled. You don't like wiggling. Okay, fine. I considered it. If it's too early to hunt, he said. You are strong, no doubt, but you should not face such a creature head on. We know what your parents said is true. They are an advanced hunt. Respect the hunt in rules. Theodore took a servant throat down for his first hunt. He said, at this point, I stopped rolling my clicker wheel and just held it while rubbing my necklace with my other hand. Now, show us reaction. Theo crawled over to me and placed his front leg on my face. I did. Theodore is certainly quite the hero. We both would be dead without him. But do not think for a moment he would feel happy with you rushing to match him. Maybe we will get there one day. Maybe we won't. We must respect the hunt. I don't know. I'm a little torn with the voice I'm giving Theo. Because on one side, I want to make him a little, like, less educated. I want to make him not dumb. I just want to give him more of, like, a janky kind of speech pattern to it. I want to clarify that, like, he's not human. But on the flip side, he's been bonded to Erica since practically his birth, which means he's been speaking to her and learning from her for like 5 years. So I feel like he would be at a because spider monsters, or most monsters in particular, they don't have like a juvenile stage like us where we're just moaning babies for 3 or 4 or 3 years, 2 to 3 years. But he was definitely capable of functioning right after birth. So functionally, I think that would make him like a 10 to 12-year-old, like mentally, like, well, even more mature technically, because like he says, the hunt. He's a hunter. He's not, you know, he's not someone that just went to school and then had fun. He's been working his whole life trying to keep up with Erica and trying to be like a yin to her yang. So, but I definitely like the terminology, the hunt. Like, you must respect the hunt. Fine. And this is another thing where we can get like a good understanding of Erica, because we can have these two things right next to each other. You know, Erica saying "fuck off, Dad," because you're not respecting me, and then we turn around and have Erica yielding to Theo because Theo is respecting her. He's just not agreeing with her, you know. All right, fine. I said, I may not have liked it. Theo is smart. He definitely saw through me when I was being dumb. I closed my eyes and I thought about the serving throat. Tried to picture how long it was based on when my arrow hit it. I wasn't 100% sure, quite sure, but I felt I had a decent idea of its size. Its size. Feel right?
Wait.
Not a junior hunt, but not a junior hunt. Not one I could handle directly. But who said anything about me fighting directly? I smiled as I drifted off the bed. Alright, scene change. How's that for a scene? You saw the whole scene get wrote. From Erica, getting home, facing her parents, facing Theo. Not a lot directly happened. We got a lot of internal monologue. A lot of, character understanding. Also, what do you think she means by who said anything about fighting or who said anything about me fighting directly? What do you think she means? I love this kind of line because when I'm reading, this is the kind of line I won't pause and think about. I'll just keep reading because I'm liking the story. I want to keep reading. But I like to think that there are people out there that will pause in this and they'll wonder, like, what does she mean? And I wonder, now that I'm like making this a minute and forcing a pause, what do you think she means? All right, let's continue. So, we got the next day, or next few days, maybe. So, geography wise, we were still rather close to the border, far enough away where we had plenty of uncultivated land. The local forest was one such place. Further towards the capital, such woodlands would be secured and guarded to prevent monster outbreaks near populated cities. Not to say they didn't occasionally happen, but it was certainly less likely. But that meant I had a lot of land no one cared about to work with. My kind of place. On one side of the forest, I think it'd be west, west from where the town is, it pops into a valley between two cliffs. It's a barren area with little terms of greenery, and no one really goes over there. which made it ideal for my purposes. Got any idea, Superhero City or Lugia, if you're still there? What is she scheming? Is she scheming something? What would a rocky valley help with her? Okay, let's continue. So, I'm eating my banana. It's my snack. I took my larger clicker wheels with me and began measuring the area. I had done this long ago just for fun and was more or less double checking my work. Or rather, making sure there wasn't any new or any changes that would be important. So let's see. Or any changes? Okay. So what? To trap them or do something, do some recon or some type of plan. Now, yep, you're on it. A trap. The width was a bit bigger than I wanted, but that could be changed. Oh. Let's see. She would have probably learned magic the traditional way, and traditional way would invoke incantations. So let's give an incantation for her. Spirit of the earth, oh mighty mover of mountains, hear me. I seek your aid. Tier 2 Earth. Let's see. What should we call it? Earth. Cool names. The bane of my existence. Earth slide? Go Earth slide. Earth slide. I said. Oh crap. We ain't getting. Part of the cliff seemed to turn to liquid and flow downward. Before I waved my hand and it spun upward, and then froze, or then stopped moving. It looked like water had been frozen right after hitting a wall, except there was no wall, and it's not clear. It's not see-through. The new structure acted like a wall, I'm sure a servant throat could get through it if it rammed it head on, but given the angle, that was not really possible. I kept expanding my wall forward, creating essentially a tunnel that was only slightly larger or wider than a wider than a caravan throat. By the time I finished my wall, I was exhausted. But that was just magically. I had plenty more work to do besides magic. It was just magic. Plenty more to do besides that. Oh. Calling Theo over, I had him produce some silk and began weaving it into a net. Are you sure about this? He asked me. Even without being told, he understood I was making a trap for that servant throat. No, but how can I be? We aren't finished yet. If I won't try unless we both feel safe with it. Deal? Deal. I smiled. I could always count on Theo. Okay, so this actually harps to one of the things I want to put in the notes. So, well, I already have in the notes. I mean, I want to point it out since you're right here, since I have notes. So I wrote a bunch of lines that had a high impact on Erica, because I wrote a story about Theodore, and it's a whole book. It's not published yet, but it's a whole book. And in the book, Theodore rescues Erica when she was a child, and that's why she believes what she believes. And Theodore said a lot of things to Erica that had a very big impression on her. And one of them was right here. Let's see. This is like the first one. She goes, Erica, I was just wondering, do you think I'll ever stop being afraid? And Theodore, I don't know. But I don't think being afraid is a bad thing. I prepared. Preparing didn't make me not afraid, but it helped. So, one thing she loved about that was that she's so used to adults giving her certainties, like, yes, this will work. No, this won't work. Like, do this, do that, do this because I told you to do this. But Theodore came to her with this sense of like, I don't know all the answers, and I'm not going to pretend I do. I know some answers, and when I do, I'll tell you. And, how do I deal with fear? I prepare. I get things ready. When I know more about what's going to happen, I don't feel scared. And that's a type of mentality that she ingrained into herself. That's why she doesn't like her parents saying like, you aren't ready for this. Like, we're certain you're not ready for this. Bullshit. You're certain. You're scared, and and when Theo asked her like, yeah, will this work? I don't know. That's why we're preparing. We're trying the best we can. We're I'm not certain. I'm not going to pretend I am. I'm going to prepare. I'm going to be ready. I'm not going to fight this thing under bad circumstances. I'm going to make the circumstances good for me. And this is where she got all that. So I wanted to write this here to remember exactly the exact wording she heard. So these are the exact words she heard that had a huge impact on her. So yeah, I love that whole like, are you sure about this? No, but I want to be. Probably count on Theo. So let's see. Even with Theo's help crafting a net that would be strong enough for a seraphim throat was no easy task. But as night began to fall, we seemed to be getting close. So we packed up for seemed to be getting close. That was fine. Nothing about this project needed to be done today. Such a short scene. I feel like I should be, and another thing about Nano, you kind of just gotta like go with your gut. Like, if I sit here and debate every choice I make, I'm gonna be here all freaking night. And we still got another 46,000 words to write, so you gotta just, sometimes you gotta commit to it. There's always draft 2. Oh, I guess I'll touch on that right now. One of the reasons I love Nanowrimo is because when I was younger and I was writing, I did fall into the trap of try to make this chapter perfect. Try to make these 2,000 words perfect. I'd write them up, I would show a bunch of people, they'd give me feedback, I would rewrite those 2,000 words, and I would rewrite those 2,000 words, and I'd rewrite those 2,000 words. And it was never perfect, and it was never going to be perfect. And the thing I realized is that, at least for me, one of the best things you want to do for a story is have a full outline. So for me, going through the effort of writing 50,000 words without worrying too much about how well I did is so much better for my writing journey, because then I can look at scenes I did in the middle and I did in the end, and I can be like, oh, I love those scenes. We could lay out, foreshadowing on them earlier, or I can cut scenes that I realized, oh, these were, were crappy. And there was a moment where I realized in the past, when I wrote a full story, that one of those chapters that I had spent, months and months working on, 2,000 words that I spent, 6 months working on, I ended up not even needing. I spent all that effort trying to make it perfect. And not only did it never get perfect, but I never used it. So I love Nanowrimo because it was one of the things that kind of inspired me to do that, to be like, no, don't worry about making it perfect. Worry about making it complete, and then evaluate it as a complete product, and then get back to it. So the whole getting back to it part is, you know, still a bit of an issue for me. But hey, never claim to be perfect. I just claim to be Kizu. Okay, so yeah, we'll do a scene break right here. Scene break. We don't want to just like, we don't want to cut straight back to her doing more of this, because then it kind of begs why do a scene break to get anyways. Plus, this is a lot of stuff she's going to be doing as an adventurer, so maybe we should break it up with something she's going to do before she's an adventurer. We already had a scene of her studying, which she hated. We had a scene of her practicing in the woods, which is, yeah, I'd say it's not what she's going to be doing next. Next, she's just going to be working in the woods. It is different. Well, she is in a town, a pretty decent sized town for the area. Maybe she'll, did she have friends? She probably has friends at the guild. She's probably talked to the guild before. Okay, I like that. We can have her go to the guild, but not as an adventurer yet, because she's not an adventurer yet, but maybe as just like stopping by. All right, what would she be doing while she's there? She could just hang out with friends, like, or associates, whatever we might want to call them. Yeah, let's do that. We can have more perspective on how, like, the guild feels about her wanting to join so soon. Or people at the guild, I suppose. Maybe it's an adventurer. So yeah, see? That's another thing I wanted to do. You know, all my thinking out loud. I don't know what I was gonna write next. You saw how I like got to how I'm gonna write what I'm gonna write next. I don't know. Do you like seeing behind the mirror, behind the eyes of Kizu? Though before I write that, I have to use the bathroom. So give me one moment, please. So, oh, there's an idea. The mailbox. The guild has a mail system, but you can't use it unless you register. So she can't use it yet. Ah, that's a perfect thing for her to be excited about. Let's see. Thinking, how would we do that? Okay, so my mana and muscles, my mana and fingers were still a bit sore, so I decided to make my way to the actually, you know what I just realized too? We don't actually need to show Erica doing any more prep work here, because if we show the whole system working as intended, then we know her setup is likely gonna work. So instead we'll leave it a mystery what else she did until she's doing it, like till she's using the trap. We understood she has a net, she was making a funnel. We don't know what the rest she was planning. So that way, yes, I like that. I like that. Oh yeah. My mana and fingers are still a bit sore. No, wait. If we're not going to go back to the scene, we don't need to reference that we're going to go back to the scene. So, my mana and muscles were sore from all of the days I spent spent in the Western Valley. Ooh. So, and we'll have this be the last scene before her birthday party. So that's why I said all the days instead of a specific number of days. Because I listed the number of days earlier just to give you a sense of timing. But now I want to be more ambiguous with how much time she spent, doing that. So, yeah. From all the days spent in the Western Valley, my preparations were getting a passing grade even from Theo, so I felt like it would be a nice day to relax and walk through the town. It was surreal to know that soon I wouldn't be here. To be honest, I was a bit scared, but fear would never stop me again. Funny enough, fear never really stopped Erica ever. At least not in any scene I've ever written with her. But I still love phrasing it like that because it gives that impression that fear is a struggle for her. And even if she's championed that struggle in a way that deserves nothing but admiration, I'm not describing, how well Erica handles fear. I'm describing how Erica feels about how she's handled fear, and she feels like she could do a better job with it. So this is her affirmation of, I'm going to do a better job when it comes to fear. And yeah, she doesn't need to do a better job because she's already doing a great job, but that's how she feels. And that's what you want to get out of a story, especially a first person story. You want to know how she feels, not necessarily who she is, how she feels. Stopped in the guild, and sure enough, it was no surprise to see that a bounty was up for that Seraphim Thrope's head. The lumberjack or the head soldier would have no doubt put up a commission, but I had a feeling that my father put up commission first, scared that I might be tempted to fight it once I became an adventurer. Which would explain the high bounty of. What do we want the bounty to be? So the first Seraphanthrop that Theodore killed was worth like 7-ish gold coins, I think. And that was just the corpse. Like, so now normally if someone asked you to kill something for them, they would want that like Um, yeah. So, well, I guess there's alternate ways you could do it. You could be like, offer, you know, a low bounty, but they can keep the corpse, or offer a high bounty, but you want the corpse. In this case, I think to make it that extreme offer, the dad probably put up a high bounty and you can keep the corpse, which would explain the high bounty of, call it 10 gold coins, while not asking for the corpse. It technically wasn't a misuse of money, since my father got a stipend. I think stipend is the word I'm looking for here. Let me check. Stipend, meaning stipend, sum of money paid at regular times for services and expenses. Yes, that technically works. Father got a stipend for use to pay for such bounties to help keep the town safe. Had we had a strong adventurer been in town, they no doubt would have came for that bounty, or no doubt that would they have went for that bounty. They would no doubt have went, but given that we were essentially in the back alley of the back alley of the country, we didn't have a steady supply of high class adventurers. There we go. Instead of a regular, they no doubt would wait. Oh, no comma is what it's saying. Okay. Gone for that. I was like, what's different? What's it saying I did wrong? Confusing little spell checker? Well, technically grammar checker, but still. So, but now that I wrote this, I realized instead of her talking to a friend, we have a perfect opportunity to introduce our first supporting character. So, if you're still in chat, you want to help me create a character? I'll ask you some questions and we'll create a character off of those questions. How's that sound? I've always wanted to create a character with someone. That's a lie. I've created tons of characters with people, but I've never done it online before. Well, no, I've done it online. I've never done it on a public YouTube live stream. You still there, Superhero Sipsky? You want to help me create a character? Okay, I was checking a message while waiting. Oh, I'm still here and sure. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. We need someone who, well, okay, I'll ask some generic questions. First, boy or girl. Second, wizard or warrior. Third, I'll just explain what we're looking for. So we need a low-class adventurer to be in this town, and he's gonna see the bounty and go like, well, it's a suicide mission, you know, it doesn't matter how much gold it's worth. Like you would need like an elite to do that, and that's gonna prompt Erica to be like, you don't have to be an elite to do it. Like, people have taken down Seraphantropes as their first quest before. He's gonna be like, bullshit. Like, Theodore's done it, you know? And he's gonna be like, who the fuck is Theodore? That's gonna like make her mad. So we need a personality about how these two are gonna interact. Like, you know. So first question, what do you think? Boy or girl? And wizard or warrior? What do you think? Well, or thief, or, you know, like a class, like battle style.
So what?
It doesn't have to be super specific. We could say like fast warrior or heavy warrior, or, you know, mage. What do you got for me? Okay, girl. So I have 2 girls so far. Okay. I mean, I like girls, so I'm good with girls. So wizard or warrior? Warrior, okay. So then let's go personality next. So what kind of reaction should she have to seeing the bounty, and Erica's reaction that the bounty is doable? So for example, we could have like concern, like, oh my, you know, why would someone try to coax adventurers into taking a suicide mission? You know, no one around these parts could handle a Seraphanthrop. Maybe we should have like upset, like, ah, darn it, if only I had a team, I would take that thing down myself. Or, you know, maybe like 17 gold coins? Like, oh my god, maybe I should try it. No, I don't want to die. You know, no one person can handle it, you know. So you see how we got like different core personality traits. Which one do you think sounds better? You know, should we go with like you know, maybe we should go greedy, like, oh, I want that money. Like, I don't even care about helping people, I just want the money. You know, motivation. So, because the personality will lead into the next question. Because here's the thing. Every question we answer will further push us to a more complete picture. So like when we got girl, we got warrior. Okay, so we got someone with a melee weapon. Definitely not a bow and arrow, because that's what our girl's packing. You know, Erica's packing. We don't want 2 archers. We want some diversity. So now the personality will sort of determine the weapon. Because like if we have a brash girl, you know, like, you know, if I was only a little bit stronger, I would do that. Then maybe a sword would be a good pick for, you know, someone who runs in face first. But if we have a more compassionate girl, like, oh no, I'd hate for someone to, you know, get overconfident because of the money and hurt themselves, then we have more like an agile girl, and maybe we give her like a more, maybe we give her like a staff, you know, something a little more controlling, you know, control diversion, you know, we give her a bit more finesse. I think that's the word I'm looking for, you know. So what do you think of what I said? Which one of those sounds cool? And yes, I could just pick at random, but I thought since you're here in chat, you would love to influence, I thought you would like to influence the story. You can pick between these options. Then we'll have a new character with this dynamic, and then it'll influence how the story goes. Because here's the thing. All the potential paths can be good. There's no one thing that she needs to be. The story will change depending on who she is. So what do you think, Superhero 60? Oh, are you still there? Do, 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 do. I'll look up names for her while you're saying that. Let's see. Japanese female names. So you want the more calm name, okay? Oh well, look right there. If we're gonna go calm, why don't we call her Misako? Because all of the native characters in this world have Japanese names. So yeah, we'll go Yusako. Okay, so we're gonna, you know what? Let's. Oh, yeah, no, nano notes. Where's my names? Oh, there's my names. Adventurers. No, I want you with it. Ah, you suck. I don't want you Sako to be Sako to be bold. Turn bold off. Bold off. We do want adventurers to be bold though. And we want attendants to be bold. Okay. Yusako. Okay. So we're gonna go calm then. You see, and that'll. This decision will affect the entire story because I'm gonna have them travel together because it'll be a lot easier to have her adventuring with someone, you know, someone for her to talk to bounce ideas off of. And if, you know, the person she's with has a calm, composed attitude, that means the person is going to keep having that attitude, which is going to affect the way Erica behaves for the entire story. So this changes the entire story. Okay. So let's see. We didn't have a steady supply of high-class warriors or high-class adventurers. Oh no. A lady said, holding a wooden staff. Seraphim throw worth 10 gold coins and the body? I don't know what state this town is in, but for such a hefty reward, certainly someone may try and go after it, even if they aren't ready. This is terrible. You know what? I think we should go cleric. Let's have her be a healer. If we have her as a healer, that gives her motivation to stay in town, and it becomes Erica's first buddy, which is a healing girl with a bow staff. I like it. We're going with healer. She is the healer. Okay, so Uh, wait, we should have her being talking to someone directly. Can't you do something about this? The lady was talking to someone at the front desk. I walked up to get a closer look. Let's see. Walked up to get a closer look. Isn't it in the isn't it part of an adventurer's job to understand what jobs they can and can't handle? I asked. See. Have the clerk speak. She's quite right. I'm afraid. I blowing my nose. Quite right, I'm afraid. The clerk said. We advise that only a grade 6 or higher adventurer attempt a task like this, but we have no control over such things. Not only that, this request comes from the mayor himself, or from the, not mayor, the Lord himself. We cannot simply refuse it. Oh, we cannot simply refuse it simply. Ha. Called it. Father, you are far too predictable. And that's a perfect segue because do you see it? Do you see it? She didn't say any of this out loud, but she's smiling. You know, I smiled at the thought. Which, for our girl here, what is she smiling at? She's smiling at the idea that someone is going to potentially get hurt fighting this thing. Like, what is the meaning of that? Smiling? Because the Lord put up an unreasonable job? Are you a Satan? Are you a big old meanie or what? The young girl asked. The young girl shouted. Sorry, I said. I was thinking of something unrelated. Actually, so I don't exactly disagree with you. You're an adventurer, right? I very did said, so we know it's her. Yes. My name is Yastro. Lemon. Bold. My name is Sasuke Yasuko? Yeah. Yasuko? Yeah. I'm never 100%. You know what? Pronounce.
我打完这把我打完这
I just get a no.
段的我就打。
Okay. English, Japanese.
后面
Yasuko,
Yasuko. Okay, I was
Yasuko,
no. No.
Yasuko,
Yasuko. Yasuko. So I think it yeah, okay.
别的话
Yasuko. Okay, Yasuko. My name is Yasuko. Okay, so she's a cleric. We want to have her be a religious character. Religion's pretty on the down low at this point. She's definitely a healer. We could just have her be a traveling healer. She doesn't have to be a religious character. Because religion's, again, is kind of on the downtread right now. Why would she be a healer? I guess she could just be a traveling healer. Yeah, okay, let's go with that. Yes, my name is Yasuko. I'm traveling adventure technically, but I consider myself more of a healer. I don't know, what do you think? You like her so far? I put my hand out. Nice to meet you. I'm Erica. Actually, I would love to listen to your adventures. In return, I might be able to get you a meeting with the local lord. You could try and persuade him to your heart's content. Oh, she is so setting up her father. I can't, I love it. Like, it's like my birthday's tomorrow. I'm gonna be having a party at the local lord's house. Not mentioning it's my father. You can try to argue with him that he should withdraw his bounty, that it's bullshit. Just annoy the fuck out of my father for me. God, Erica, are you evil? I feel like you're evil. Are you winning, son? It's daughter. You know it's daughter. Reginald.
能知道。
I was laughing, if that helps. No. You can see where I'm at. I'm at 49,021 words. My goal is 6,000 for the day, and we're only an hour and 40 minutes in, so I'm doing a better pace than I was day one. Yeah, we just got our second character, Yasuko, and yeah, we're still developing our early story, but yeah, okay. Oh, and Erica is so setting up her father right now. She's gonna feed him to the sharks. Metaphorical sharks, of course. She's not that kind of a monster. We're up to 3 viewers. Let's go. Okay, right there. Really? No, let's copy your name. I don't want to keep spelling it. Copy paste. Yasuko said, You do that for me? Of course, he said. Then allow me to buy lunch, he said. Allow me to buy lunch. We walked over to the counter. Apparently, she began venturing when she was 16 too. She was 16, just like I planned to. So her reasons were less ideal. Apparently, her family had been killed by a what kind of monster we want to do it by a what's a good monster for her to be, lost her parents to? Apparently her family been better yet. Her family was killed by riot that happened in the wake of food shortages from a herd of we need a grazing animal. We need like an elephant. We need an elephant. Elephant, no. English. Elephant. No, I don't like that. Okay. What other languages can we do? What are cool languages? Greek, maybe? It's Greek. Greek.
Ελέφαντας.
No, it's not even that.
Elephant.
We get like, okay. Elephant. Wikipedia. What are your family names? Oh God, okay. Proboscidelia? What else is a proboscidelia? Oh, this is way. Okay. Now, how about mammoth? Mammoth? This can't be easy for me, can it? Okay. Okay, we'll go with elephant then. Elephant. Elephante.
Elefanti.
Yeah, I like the Greek better. Go back to Greek.
Ελέφαντας.
Elephant. Elephanthrop. There we go. By a herd of elephants. Elephanthrop. God. My God, is it silly? It's silly, isn't it? A herd of elephanthropes. They are normally peaceful full by nature, peaceful, peaceful by nature, and usually heard in only small packs. So you'll be order scene in small herds, but something had caused a large herd to migrate and town, and food stocks ended up raided, leading to starvation and riot. I wept thinking about her situation. And funny enough, this goes back to our study session right at the crap. No. Goes back to our study session up here because we had her mention, what was it? It had always been peaceful in recent times. Most of the struggles were due to famine that was related to poor transportation. So, even though that had been mildly fixed, it relates to her situation because their inability to get new food would have been the root cause to why starvation occurred or riots occurred. So yeah, look at us, we're bringing it all home. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Do you think I know what I'm doing, or am I just really good at faking it? Looped about her situation. It reminded me of my study material and the value of trade. And those elefantes could have been dealt with sooner, or new food brought in. Surely her parents still be alive. So let's see, what kind of magic should we give her? So if she's a healing mage, so that's gonna be her primary, but she needs a way to defend herself. So what would be a good magic for self-defense for her? Let's see. You know what? Let's go with kinetic force. So she just like psychically pushes people. So we got a healer and a pusher. I think that's a cool combination instead of her just like wielding an element, because then we have this like shy little girl who's like, wait, please don't hurt me. And then she just like waves her staff and like you get full on like you're hit by a baseball bat. I like the image. Okay. Surely her parents would still be alive. So, she was a grade. What do we want to call her? Grade. 7. We'll go 7. Grade 7 magician with a 3 in healing, a 2 in force, and in kinetic, and a few ones among elements. Pardon me. She wasn't really a fighter, more a or was more like she claimed to be traveling healer. Oh wait, we don't even need her to do it telekinetically. We can have her because we did say she is a warrior, not a magician. So I guess I'm kind of making her a magician. We could have her swing the thing and actually hit people with a stick and like baseball bat them because she backs up her swings with magic. So she's a magic warrior. I'll take it. It's a middle ground, but I'll take it. To more like she claimed, more like she claimed to be a traveling healer. Healing sick was her primary job as an adventurer, and she often went to towns that would summon her. Okay, I think that's enough narration about her. Let's have some conversation. So, what about you? She asked me. What brings you to the guild? I'm planning to join the day after tomorrow. My birthday's tomorrow, and I wouldn't want to worry my parents. I said, "Oh my, why joining so soon? Your parents must be awfully worried," she said. See, look at this. We got good content. She's on the parent side. I know already. Why join so soon? Your parents must be awfully worried, she said. I already feel her going, "Oh, not another one." Okay, I forced a polite smile. To be honest, it's quite the reverse for me. I have been eagerly awaiting when I could join. While I definitely think it was good I didn't join sooner, I can't even imagine waiting longer. So, let's see. What should we say next? I want to get back to the Seraphim card. Let's see. So, see, you wouldn't be first. I'm so motivated, she said, me down. Just please be careful. Wouldn't be the first to be so motivated. So you said you could arrange a meeting with the town lord? When might that be? I assume after you register. Register? we could petition it together. Oh no! Tomorrow I will be at the Lord's home for my birthday party. Though I am afraid I would be of little use in trying to convince that man of anything. He said, "Oh my god, is she so bad or what? I don't know. I need the opinion. What do you think, Superhero Sits? What do you think, Superhero Sitsty? Just think about it. She's deliberately not saying that it's her dad is the Lord. She's setting her up to go talk to this, her dad, to bully her dad into being like, withdraw the bounty. But she's also showing that noble side of hers. Again, she's not a noble, but she's like a near noble because she was raised in this sort of polite environment. She might be a commoner that'll, shout at her dad, but she also has that little speck of nobleness in her where she can like play this girl off just like, yeah, no, you didn't see the Lord tomorrow. Like, it would be so wonderful for you to come. I'm sure you and the Lord could discuss things at length. She's so evil. I love it. Okay. Let's our food arrived at that point. Our food arrived at that point. She ordered salad, and I had gotten a burger. I gotten a burger. I would have preferred a Seraphim throat burger. Those were expensive, and I didn't want to be mean given her likely small purse. So Seraphim throat burgers are very good for mana recovery. They're very, very mana dense. So oh no, I hadn't done. So you really think no one in this area can win? I asked. Certainly no one here current, she said. Seraphim throat is a large, powerful beast, and I heard this one was capable of fire magic. There's no one here currently. At the very least, even if someone was capable without a water wizard, they would be risking the entire forest. Oh, no one do such a thing. It would be devastating. There's a point if the Seraphim throat decided to go mad and destroy the forest, that would be bad, but I doubted it. Seraphanthropes were known for their ethos,
说破了，
a sense of a warrior's code.
有
They weren't the type to be sore losers like that, nor were they the type to use strategies that involved destroying what it wanted as a whole. Want to make it a bet? I asked. Pardon? Said. Bet. You know. You know. Like a witcher of sorts. I said. A wager for what? She asked.
要答案，
No. Say. Let's say 7 days, or you get the Lord to remove the bounty if no one claims it, or someone claims it, or someone claims it, is it from someone claims it that isn't currently in the guild hall, you win. If someone in the guild hall claims it, I win. Wager you a gold coin, I said. That, I mean, but I would, in essence, stealing. Look around, he said. No one here looks to be above grade 2
没有我说
at best. No one here has a chance. Even I am only a grade 3. No, not 3rd grader. No. Even though I no. Like a wager of sorts. I pulled off my satchel, showed I had a few golds spare. Why not then? He said. You know something, don't you? She asked me. Theodore, I said. Which one is Theodore? What a strange name. He isn't here, but Theodore is a man I met once. A young adventurer. He was 17 at the time. He registered with the guild. His first hunt was a large Stereothrope. He fought it single-handedly with nothing but his magic and the sword. He was still a mere rank 1. You. That's no way, she said. Even if that story is true, he was no mere one. He easily could have reached probably even a rank 8 if he had that sort of ability. Which again is true. Well, sort of. Maybe not quite there. He got lucky, but still. Yeah, maybe. But that's the thing. He was a skinny boy. People... What's that? You hear noise. Oh, someone in the bathroom. He's like, what the hell is that? He's a skinny boy. Kind of feminine looking. Not the type that looked like he could fight his way out of the paper bag. Everyone underestimated him, he said. Plus, he stayed a rank 1 for over a year. Nothing forces you to change your rank. So you may be right. No one here is above a rank 3. But I think there is potential here. I'd stake a gold coin on it. I gotta ask, is she being evil right now? Because she knows she's planning to kill the Seraphanthrop in 2 days and claim the bounty. Like, you know. So, but I think her point's still valid. She's like, you're coming in here telling them to take it off the bounty board. You don't think anyone can do it. And it's like, what are you doing? You're a healer. You know, I get what her motivation is too. She's a healer. You know, she heals people. She doesn't want people to get hurt. You know, force her to do more work. But like, on the flip side, it's like, yeah, let the fighters fight. You heal. You know, let the, yeah, no. So, yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe she's wrong. Maybe she's being mean. She's setting this girl up to fail. I'll probably just have her not take the gold coin. Just be like, I never wanted the gold coin. I just wanted to prove a point. You know? I feel like that feels like something Erica might like to do too, because everyone's underestimating her. Her parents, you know, everyone. So I feel like it would really, really be a mood booster for her if she got this girl to have to acknowledge that she did something great, you know? That she did underestimate her. Feel that, she said as she took a bite of her salad.
他的头尖尖的，
Guess that means I'm staying in town for a while. I guess I should rent it after all. Great. Don't pay for the whole week, though. I recommend three. One night, 2 nights. Three nights. 3 nights at the most. And 3 nights at most. Very well. Suppose I can always pay for longer. She said. You are quite the fascinating girl yourself, Erica. If this Theodore really exists, one day I'd like to meet him. I laughed. Who wouldn't? Theodore was a legend among legends. Or maybe more accurate to say he was the next legend still in the making. We both toasted to the idea of one day seeing Theo. Or in my case, again. Okay, we're gonna section us off right there. And we are at 5,899 words. I think that is close enough to 6,000. There's no need to write just one paragraph of our birthday thing. We'll write birthday there. Birthday. So now we're going to be doing the birthday scene next. So that will definitely be tomorrow. Absolutely, positively. I don't know exactly what time tomorrow. Maybe earlier than today. Definitely earlier than today. But yeah. So let's see. I hope you had fun. I hope you liked the story. And like I said, if you want to read the entire story in its, entirety, if you want to see the things you might have missed, or if you want to read it all together, it will be on my Discord. And yeah, we're also playing a game tomorrow. I don't know what game, but we're doing a game and writing tomorrow for sure, 100%. I'm not gonna be lazy on you guys. So, all right. Have a good night and see you tomorrow.